Good evening from the newsroom. The news summary for this Wednesday, 2nd of August. It's been a month since the SPTC introduced its cashless system, whereby drivers are not accepting cash for bus tickets. Most drivers have said that despite their misgivings at the beginning, in general things are working out fine. Passengers SBC spoke to have mixed feelings. Some are in favour of the system, whilst others say hurdles they face include the unavailability of cards and recharge facilities in outlets in the districts. Some also say that some drivers are not accepting passengers on the buses, even if they do have value on their cards, if the machines on the buses are not reading their cards. SPTC says it is evaluating the performance of this first month and see how they can better the service for its passengers. And on Praslin, there are mixed feelings about it from both locals and visitors. While some are happy with the change, others are unhappy with the locations cards are being topped up. There is also a lack of cards on the island.
We don't have all the time card in pocket, and sometimes need to recharge this. It's not possible to everywhere to recharge. I have to go bus depot. We don't have time also. We are working in so many shifts here.
What would you recommend to make it easier for you to recharge your card?
Better in the bus now.
When we arrived at the airport, people told us to get in a shop and to buy it. And the man was very kind in that shop. He sold us the card for visitors, 20 euros each. Our card is 1 week. The length of the card is 1 week.
SPTC has come up with two special unlimited cards for visitors, a 4-day card worth 165 rupees and an 8-day card worth 330 rupees. The catch is that the card allows a visitor to draw only one ticket per trip, meaning when travelling by group, everyone needs to have their own card, and once it expires, it cannot be topped up. They can, however, buy a rechargeable card at the same price as a local. Roy Coley has resigned as the Chief Executive of the Industrial Estates Authority, the IEA. His resignation takes effect on the 18th of this month. The Ministry of Investment, Entrepreneurship and Industry has confirmed Mr. Coley's resignation, saying that Mr. Coley will be returning to the private sector, where he will lead what they have described as a reputable business. The ministry adds that it has initiated procedures to obtain a replacement. Mr. Coley became the Chief Executive of the Industrial Estates Authority on February the 1st of February, 2021. The leader of government business in the National Assembly, Bernard Georges, says the perpetrators of past injustices and evil deeds should be made to pay compensations to their victims or their relatives. Mr. Georges was speaking during a debate on the report produced by the Truth, Reconciliation and National Unity Commission. The report contains 47 recommendations. One of them is the issue of reparation and who should be compelled to pay. Mr. Georges said the onus is on those perpetrators and not on the government of the day that had nothing to do with the crimes committed in the past. The other recommendations made by the TRNUC include suggestions on ways to deal with people who have not sought or received amnesties. It's been suggested that they should be prevented from working in the public service or in the military. But Mr. Georges said he did not agree with this suggestion. He said they should be made to pay for their wrongdoing. But he did not believe anyone should be victimized. Absa Bank Seychelles customers and stakeholders met a delegation from the Absa Group Limited Seychelles last night in a cultural event that ABSA Seychelles organized for the delegation. The delegation included the ABSA Group Limited Chairman, Sello Moloko, ABSA Group Limited CEO, Ari Rautenbach, and ABSA Rest of Africa CEO, Xavier Chibia. Creole foods like chicken curry, ladobe, and coconut leaf hats were among Creole traditions shared in the soirée. Marc Poirot, ABSA Seychelles chairman, said that they've held this activity as it is hoped that Seychelles hosts the next Chairman's Conference. In his speech, Mr. Moloko, the chairman of the ABSA Group Limited, said there is a future for ABSA in Seychelles with lots of opportunities where people are at the center of development.
We see a future for ABSA. I'd like to believe that the story is a lot longer than 60 years for us to remain in this market. What we see in this market is one thing. We see a lot of opportunity. And that opportunity doesn't sit out there in the roads, etc. It sits in the people that we have met. And the key thing that will drive any economy is its people. One of the things we spoke about in Seychelles is about the development of human capital. It is something that we are committed to, that we will play our part in. Not only are we just a bank, we want to be a part of the story of enabling the growth of this country that is Seychelles. Without you, there is no business called ABSA. So for us, in as much as you need us, we need you. But we need to make sure that you are meaningfully engaged with us, that you continue to see value in us. And for that, we say we are committed to ensuring that we walk with you all the way, 60 years or more.
A group of A-level students now has a better knowledge of the various courses and job opportunities that the Institute of Agriculture and Horticulture, SIA, is offering. This was through an informative talk held in the UNICE auditorium, where several people with a career in the agricultural sector spoke about their educational path and work experience. The Institute is now offering a diploma in sustainable agriculture.
Actually, we wanted to get to these learners who would, in the long run, probably take a post in the agricultural or horticultural sector. The aim was to showcase a little bit the different programs that are on offer at SIA. It is also to get to let them know about the different experience of past SIA learners, and also it was to answer to any query that probably these learners might have. In a way, it's to inspire them to join the field of agriculture and to join SIA.
Perseverance Secondary School has recognized twins who are studying at this school. In total, there are 14 pairs of twins and twins who are in the process of studying from level S1 to S5. They each received a small gift. It was school teacher Carol Athanasius who had the idea of rewarding these twins as part of the activities to mark Twins Day, which will be celebrated this Saturday, August the 5th. And with this, we end our news summary. At 7:40, we'll be presenting a local production. Zen Cecilwa will be back at 8 with the news in Creole. Have a very pleasant evening.